This is one of the problems I have with our Southern leaders. They don't provide any form of leadership to Southerners. Look at how Northerners are coming together. Both governors, both politicians, clerics are all coming together, speaking up for the 16 youths reportedly killed in Edo State. Everybody's joining hands together, speaking up against that killing, saying that the perpetrators must be brought to book. Now it has taken another dimension. They are alleging that it's Igbo settlers, Igbo people living in Uromi that carried out the attack. These are the messages they are sending amongst themselves in northern Nigeria, passing all this false information amongst themselves. Now, there are threats on Igbo people in northern Nigeria, and we have Southern leaders not speaking up. Anytime it involves Southerners, you see Southern leaders chickening out. Look at the tax bill. Look at what transpired during the tax bill. Northerners came out and they spoke against that tax bill because some of the provisions is like against their interest in northern Nigeria. So they are always bold to come out and speak for their people. But look at what is happening. Ohaneze is not coming. Even the worst of all is our Southeast leaders. Where is Ohaneze? Where are the governors? Where is the Southeast Governors Forum? It is only for their own selfish agenda. The deputy rep, whatever, is saying that indigene, you are pushing indigene when you are leaving the Southeast. You are leaving the Southeast. You have not looked at the security. You have not looked at the economy. You have not looked at the infrastructure. I don't know the kind of Southern leaders we have in our country today. They are changing the narrative that it is Igbo people. I repeat, they are changing the narrative that Igbo people are the ones responsible, because down north, anybody, even during the last election, whether you are Edo, they classify everybody, Edo, Delta, they classify everybody as Igbo. So this thing that happened in Edo, somebody says they were 24 Hausa Muslims eager to return to Salah, to their homes, to their families, to their mothers, daughters, and wives, but their lives were cut short by the Igbo settlers of Uromi. So is Uromi an Igbo settlement? So if there's a Biafra today, would the Northerners themselves, their political leaders that are changing the narrative, they believe that the Igbo people are a soft target? Any crisis in Nigeria, the Igbo people are a soft target. The same way some Southwesterners came out and said the End Bad Governance protest is an IPOB agenda. They accused the obedient, they accused P2B, when they saw that even their brother, in quote, let's use that, Shore came out and said, I'm in front, in charge of this protest. Knowing that Uromi is not Igbo land, it is their Oga that split Southeast region. Uromi, these are Edo people. Now you are shifting, you are changing the narrative, trying to tell us that Igbo settlers in Uromi, is Uromi part of the Southeast? When you want to give appointments, you know how to give people from a particular state and you know the regions. But when you want to carry out mayhem, when you want to carry out attacks, it is always the Igbo people that are a soft target. And the same Igbo people do not have leaders that are representing them. They are just there, a fools up and down. You can see what's happening now. Low-key now, some people will be planning to go and do one or two things because these people are deadly. These people are looking for an advantage to cause chaos and crisis in Nigeria. The president should be aware of all these things that are happening, because lately they are not even happy with the government and the restructuring and the appointment of the current president, and they may be looking for avenue to cause mayhem. This religious crisis, you see, they are shifting. They know that Edo people, that's why I've been advocating for how many years. So people will say this one a small boy. Should I leave my estate in Lagos? It is because they know that Igbo people travel. They might not have anything on Edo people in their northern Nigeria, because maybe Edo people are not that as traveling like the Igbo people. Igbo people are found everywhere in Nigeria. So if there's a reprisal attack on the south, maybe some people in Akwa Ibom run another package of killing Southeasterners, they will now attack Igbo people because they know that they can only hold Igbo people to ransom, because Igbo people will leave their region and start spreading themselves all around Nigeria, knowing the hatred as said by Shore. the hatred Nigerians have for an average Igbo man. I've been advocating, come back home, let our mind, because most people, their mind, they are not home. I'm not saying you should leave your property or anything. Let your consciousness begin to drift towards going back to the southeast to build your children, your future. Everybody, let's see how we can build the southeast. Make the southeast conducive. When you make the southeast conducive and they see the unity of purpose, whether it is politicians, whether it is clerics, whether it's technocrats, whether it is religious leaders from the southeast, when they see the unity of purpose, you will be respected. But now, they are calling on Igbos. There are reports I'm hearing, I've not confirmed it. I can't say it out here. But we are hearing some reports that it's not good to the ear. People are planning attacks. And there's one wonderful thing here is that the people that are threatening the lives of people in the north, they will be shielded. Just look at the Deborah case. Just look at the Deborah case. They will be shielded by the northern people. But when it comes to southern Nigeria, especially the southeast, you see them moving their hands because they are a puppet. I'm even much more surprised that with what is happening in Hamufu, the governor of Enugu State have not come out to speak on it. There are reports we get that even the women wanted to go and protest. The NURTW, the bus union, refused to provide buses to them because they said order from above. They don't want women to protest people killing them. So their leaders in the southeast are stopping people from fighting for their rights. While leaders in the north, even if they are full of hypocrisy, they come up with their full chest and defend their people. And now, this one is pushing narrative, Igbo in Uromi. Igbo settlers in Uromi. See, let us allow the security agencies do their investigation. The culprits would be arrested. If you want to change the narrative, we understand where this country is going. We don't forget what is happening. My brother, let me tell you, I'm Igbo, we don't forget what is happening. Whatever you do now, there's always a repercussion for it, now or later. That killing is not carried out by the Igbo people. In fact, don't put ethnic coloration to this killing except you have a separate agenda to destabilize the government of the day. Don't put a coloration. You people in the north that are educated, that understand what I'm saying, pass it on. Pass it on. Because somebody just raised an alarm. I said, Igbo influencers, where are you? These people are changing the narrative. Yes, the person is Mighty Mohammed on Twitter. He says, something is brewing and it's brewing fast. Igbo influencers, speak up. Igbo influencers, where are you? If you just see them, all of them, when it's time to come and be showing off rubbish, show off of useless wealth, puppets to Fulani, their mother is doing better, they'll come. And with their big stomach, they'll be spraying money up and down, Igbo will go. Now it is time to speak up for the Igbo people in Edo State. You see them moving up and down. Without this camera I'm doing, if I tell you what is coming, what I want to say about these guys, I don't see them as anything. If you don't contribute to the heritage, if you don't contribute to the culture, to the advancement of culture or advancement of a race, culturally, you are nothing. Your money misroad. You just have access to little fun. The money you have does not make you as a man. What makes you as a man is how you can defend and stand for your family. The Igbo people, it is an Arewa man. It is a northerner that is calling on Igbo influencers to speak up. I don't want to call names. I don't want to give anybody publicity here. You don't know themselves that will come online and start showing themselves. Which rubbish money do you have? Now, protect your people. The Igbos are seen as soft target. That is how they see Igbos. Anytime there's a crisis, that's why the last time they were doing their protest, Igbos came and said, we are not going to be a part of any of your protests. We distance ourselves from protests because it is easy for them to start accusing Igbos of any form of mayhem because they have useless leaders, useless big men, useless influencers. They are useless from top to bottom. Useless set of people. Useless. The other one was crying in the Senate. That you are crying. You have not learned from politics. When you come home, you start forming jagaban for your people. You stand before the Southerners, the Southerners, the Northerners. You become like a toddler. When you come home, you start flexing muscle for your people. You use power given to you by a fool, and you come home and start flexing muscles. Now, for you to speak, you cannot speak for your people. P2B have spoken, and they are attacking P2B. The only reason they are attacking P2B is P2B said there are reports that these people are kidnappers. So they're not looking, okay, so for you having the thought to write that there are reports that these people are kidnappers means you are supporting the killing. They said, will not vote P2B again. P2B is an enemy to the North, whatever. These are the same people that supervise the killings of a Deborah. These are the same people that supervise the killings of many Christians in northern Nigeria, or killings. These are the same people that they are on internet, on Twitter, they are everywhere. You think they are not everywhere? They are everywhere. Fulani are killing and killing. They don't say PIM. They will not say PIM. Southern leaders, Southeast leaders will not say PIM. The other time, Timu was asking when reportedly Fulani, whether they killed Fashionati's daughter or they kidnapped her and she died, whatever. Look at the excuse a Southern leader was giving then. So when it comes to Southerners, these leaders will lose their voice. I've said it. If the North will not allow security agencies to carry out their duty, they are calling for chaos. And the security agencies should take note that these people are calling for chaos. These people that are making threats, they know how to identify them, arrest them, so that this will not escalate in the North. Because I've seen something like Igbo people should start living North, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. And I've said it, the Arewa people that is being led by the Fulani, these people, I think they are bloodthirsty. They are looking for an opportunity. This is an opportunity. The president should be very well aware. This is an opportunity for them to cause crisis. This is an opportunity. This is fasting. After fasting, some people want to shed blood. After fasting, religion of peace, I understand. After fasting, some people are eager to shed blood. Even during fasting. I'm looking for this tweet this person put, asking that Igbo people should, yes, Ajawa is his name. Wallahi, no matter what, after Ramadan, we will retaliate. This stupidity is too much. I advise all the Igbos in Kano State and entire North to relocate to their various states. This is not the typical Hausa man. This is not the typical Hausa man. This is a typical Fulani behavior. When the Southerners were being killed, how many times did the Southerners threaten? Whatever. How many times did the Southerners want to throw the country into crisis? The other time, they said they will stop food from coming to southern Nigeria. They will do this. They are speaking their language. If you go on social media, Facebook, whatever, they are speaking their language. You know that most Nigerians don't understand Hausa language. They are speaking their language, passing information one to another. One is saying on the 7th of April, they will carry out whatever on churches in northern Nigeria. And the government knows that these people are running this campaign. The government knows what to do, and I believe so. The government knows what to do so that this will not escalate. Because now, 2022, no grief for anybody. I don't know what, 2023, no grief for anybody. I don't know what it's 2024, but 2025 might be a different year. Allow the security agencies take their action, their investigation. The governor of Edo State has assured, the governor of Edo State is not an Igbo man. The governor of Edo State has assured you people, everybody and Nigerians, that the people, those involved will be arrested and brought to book. Why is it that you are looking for an excuse to put more fire, to destabilize everything? Why? If not, there's an intention to destabilize the government of the day. The police is taking over. I don't blame you people. I blame leaders in the southern part of Nigeria. I blame leaders. Where is Alex Oti? Igbo people have been mentioned. These people have aides, media advisors, media aides, and they are seeing all these things going on social media. They will not advise the Oga that the Oga should put out a press conference. Southeast governors should come out, put a press conference that this is not the way to go. That the police, because if they come out and say we are not, these are not Igbo people, that might be cause another problem. They should use their wisdom and say this is not the way to go. Even the southern governors come out and speak on his behalf so that this will not reverberate into another stem of crisis in the country. This one is happening with Fubara, Wike, and the chief of staff. With a hear different thing, action here and there, and this is the country. Everybody believes that the unity of Nigeria is the North that are saying that the unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable, are the people threatening people to leave their region. That means it is just fake statement. Like I said, the agenda of different regions. The Southwest wants to use Nigeria and dump Nigeria. The North, headed by the Fulani, are planning to use Nigeria, dominate Nigeria, and enslave Nigerians. While the Southeast, or whatever, from the other part, don't want anything to do with Nigeria again. So you Fulanis, I know RY is controlled by the Fulani. You are saying one Nigeria. The unity of Nigeria, I think that is accredited one of the person that said it, because many people have said it. One of the person that said it is the Sultan of Sokoto. The unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable. But you are telling people to leave the North. I blame Igbos. You want to go everywhere. Understanding the host after the war, the program, after the killings, you people carry your coconut head. At the end of the day, you don't understand that these people have been doing this for a very long time. You still went there and you spread yourself. In Maiduguri, the flood that happened in Maiduguri, one of the senators said that most of the people that were affected are Igbos. In Maiduguri, most of the people affected in Maiduguri are Igbos. Igbos just spread everywhere, living, deserting your homeland, your state. If the population of Igbos, a sizable population of Igbos that are outside, that is in Nigeria, outside the Southeast, if 50% of them are in the Southeast, all these flying herdsmen, they will not even see road. Why can't they come to Lagos now? Lagos is bustling and busy, everybody's intact. Where land? Where you want to do your grazing? There's no grazing. Where you want to do it? Everything is being taken over. People are standby. The security is tight and everything. Commercial activities are going. I told you that population is an advantage to economic growth. Population is an advantage to economic growth. But you leave the Southeast and go. I'm not saying you should go back. I'm saying the way we look at our leaders. Look at the bills they are pushing. Let us put a bill to immortalize Humphrey Nwosu. Before they immortalize Abiola, look at the Southwest. The Southwest honored him in the southwest part of Nigeria. Kudirat Abiola Road. Monuments on Abiola. They even had their own personal birthday. Sorry, a day to remember. Remembrance Day for Abiola. Now the Southeast that you are crying in the future, another Senate, maybe the 11th Senate will approve of this. What have you done for the same Humphrey Nwosu in Southeast? What laudable project have you used to name this man after what road, what major road, or what federal government presence or project, or the second Nigeria, or whatever have you used to name a place after this man? Nothing. When you come out and cry. So these are the crop of leaders we have. It's a shame. It's a shame that if the government does not wade in, many innocent people may go, because some of these people are bloodthirsty. Somebody made a statement and said, you cannot change a jihadist, Islamic fundamentalist. You cannot change. Their ideology is their ideology. The ideology of the North is that they are right in what they did with Deborah, and the South is wrong with what they did. They don't agree that they are wrong with what happened with Deborah. They don't agree. They refuse to agree that they are wrong. They say the girl went against blah blah blah. Somebody in a group chat, he said, Jesus help me to write and pass my exam. Jesus help me. And they are telling that person not to mention Jesus in a group chat. And with your way of manipulation, you know, I've said it. This is how they manipulate. You say a average Northerner, they have integrity and what have you. They know very well that those people in Uromi is not an Igbo state. It's not a place in Igbo land. That state is not Igbo. But they intentionally want to cause crisis by putting Igbo. That showed you how screwed they are. Edo in Uromi carried out the attacks on who and what. Let the security agencies do their due diligence and fish out the killers and let it end there. And however, you understand, if we see somebody carrying Jane gun moving up and down, and we don't have to be repeating ourselves again and again. We are calling on Southeast leaders and governors, come out and speak for your people before things get out of hand in northern Nigeria.